Hello, my name is Tim. Nice to meet you. How are you? What do you do? Have you got a boyfriend? How old are you? How many siblings do you have? Where do you come from? Where do you come from? How long have you been here? How often do you visit your family? Who do you usually go back to your hometown with? When do you usually go back to your hometown? What time do you usually go back to your hometown? What do you usually do after going back to your hometown? What do you usually do after going back to your hometown? How far is it from here to your hometown? It's about 10 kilometers. It's about 50 kilometers. It's about 130 kilometers. How do you usually go back to your hometown? How do you usually go back to your hometown? I usually go back to my hometown by bicycle. I usually go back to my hometown by motorbike. I usually go back to my hometown by coach. I usually go back to my hometown by train. I usually go back to my hometown by taxi. I usually go back to my hometown by car. I usually go back to my hometown by bus. Why don't you go by coach? Because I get car sick when I go by coach. Because I get car sick when I go by coach. Because I get car sick when I go by coach. Why don't you go by bus? Why don't you go by car? Why don't you go by car? Because I haven't got a car. Because I haven't got a car. Why don't you go by taxi? Because it's too expensive for me. Because it's too expensive for me. Why don't you go by bus? Because the bus doesn't go to my homesick. Because the bus doesn't go to my hometown. Because the bus doesn't go to my hometown. Why don't you go by motorbike? Why don't you go by motorbike? Because it's safer to go by bus. Because it's safer to go by bus. Because it's safer to go by coach. Because it's safer to go by train. Why don't you go by train? Because the train doesn't go to my hometown. Because the train doesn't go to my hometown. Why don't you go by bicycle? Because it's too far from here to my hometown. Because it's too far from here to my hometown. Collapse, collapse. License, severe, advanced, dentist, impact, accident, accident, capable, capable, continent, 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 director, excellent, generate, 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 intention, intention, military, military, position, position, salary, salary, vocation, deliberate, average, average, insurance, insurance, anticipate, anticipate, development, development, investigate, investigate, regulation, regulation, anniversary, anniversary, read books, read books, watch a TV show, watch films, drink milk tea, eat ice cream, eat ice cream, go traveling, play video games, play video games, read comics, read comics, study English, study English, take photos, take photos, dance, drink beer, drink beer, drink beer, Eat seafood. Eat seafood. Play football. Play football. Play the guitar. Play the guitar. Play the guitar.